Today we're going to be talking about how beginners make 100K weekly trading the stock market in 2025. Now, before we dive into it, I would also want to help you understand that this video is for education only, not a financial advice. Trading comes with risks, so never risk money you can't afford to lose, no matter the market. Today we're talking about the stock market. Now, this particular form of trading is actually for those who are not willing to hold a particular stock they'll be buying for a longer period of time. So you are actually holding it for a short period of time in expectation for gains within a short period, and you can just take your profits and you're good to go. Now, first of all, you need to understand that 100,000 naira in a week from trading stock. Yes, it's possible. Reason being that in 2025, more beginners are doing it than ever before, not just by gambling or guessing, but by using simple, reputable steps that I'll be outlining in this video, because I've taken my time to outline them in my notes here, and I'll be ensuring that I don't miss out anything at all. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how it is done, the tools that are being used, and also how you can start even if you are a beginner or you've never traded before. Now, what is stock trading? Most importantly, right? Stock trading is simply buying small parts, or some people call it share, right? But it is buying small parts of a company. You understand? So a company is like 100%, for example. So now you're going to get little fragments of that company. So it's called a share, right? So trading stock means buying or selling these shares to make profits from price changes. So the price goes up, you can actually sell and make some profit if you bought at a cheaper rate. Now in 2025, a lot of beginners don't have to go to stock exchange physically. This is one of the unique things about this. You can also get to trade it from online platforms. You don't necessarily need to go back then. You have to walk into these physical organizations, physical places where you have to let them know, okay, I want to buy this stock. But now it is way more easier. You can be able to trade stocks from the comfort of your home, from the comfort of your offices, and that is super exciting. Now, 100K a week is very possible, is a goal. Now let's break down the math and see how that is achievable. Many beginners think 100K means a huge risk, right? Or some sort of law. This truth, yes, but in a nutshell, it's just all about adding small wins that becomes something much what reasonable. So let's say, for example, you have an account of 2 million in naira. Let's use that as an example, and you're just risking just 2% of your account, which should be around 40,000 naira, right? So if you make around 2.5%, let's say you do that 2.5% times, you'll be doing comfortably what, 100,000 naira in profit, right? Because you have 2 million naira, you're risking 40,000 naira from that. You understand? That is what you're willing to risk. If you make, make that in, let's say 2.5 times in a week, you should be making that money. Now, but now this could be 5 small trades in a week, each giving you about half of your risk in what profit. Now, this was even with smaller accounts, but the target with smaller accounts, you have to be patient for it to what grow. Now, what are the simple trading method beginners can use? Most beginners hitting this target follow simple setup instead of jumping between strategies. Number one is find a trend. In order for you to quickly get what you're looking for, first of all, you need to identify what the trend, what that particular what's it called stock is doing. Is it currently going on an uptrend or currently going on a downtrend? Now, when you look at the trend, you want to pay attention if it is actually creating what we call higher highs, right? If it's an uptrend, or lower lows if it is a downtrend. Now, if your price is moving down, then it's a downtrend. But then if the market is creating an uptrend, one of the things you need to understand is that you don't want to just jump in and buy. One of my students reached out to me, or should I say someone interested in stock reached out to me, and I was trying to educate the person. I was like, okay, the person said, I have this amount of money, 2 million naira to invest. And I'm like, okay, good. You don't want to use all your 2 million naira to just buy stocks of different companies immediately, because there will always be change in the price of that stock, and most of the time negatively. So you actually, if you have interest in buying and holding for a longer period of time, so this person is not necessarily in for the short-term fluctuation of prices of the market. This person is in for the long term. In fact, this person said, I want to buy stock and hold for 6 years, which is a great idea, right? But then you just don't want to jump in and buy with all the 2 million at once. You want to enter step by step, right? That is what is unique about for those holding for the long term, right? But then if you're buying and holding for the short term, for the major aim of making profits within the short term, then you also want to pay attention to the fact that you can actually identify key levels. Now, this is actually a technical skill. You just don't want to buy and hold. If you're not buying and holding and you just want to trade, then you need to have the technical know-how, understanding the charts and all that. And you should be able to set your stop loss, saying that, okay, I'm going with this money. This is what I am also willing to lose. You take profit in steps. You don't wait till the market gives you the targeted profit you're looking for. You take profit what? In steps. Now, beginners making 100K per week treat trading as a planned job, right? If you want to take stock trading as a form of way of making money, or an extra way of making money, so to some extent, you really need to give it a lot of your attention. About spending about an hour or two scanning the market, analyzing the chart, and getting to understand where are the possible buy and sell zones, to and write down your plan, which is very important. Then your Mondays and Tuesdays. So if the market is opening, let's say on a weekend, you take your Sundays and pay attention to analyze the various possible buy and sell zones. Then Mondays to Thursdays, you trade. You understand? Only when the price reaches those zones that you have outlined. The problem with most people is that they just don't have patience. They just want to jump into a trade, jump into a market. There's this anxiety or this need to just feel that if they are not trading, they are not achieving anything. Then that is totally what? Wrong. You understand? Also try as much as possible to learn from your mistakes, because you're going to make some of them. Now, some of the tools you can actually use to check out some of these stock trades are TradingView. TradingView gives you the opportunity for, especially for foreign stocks, you can have access to get to see their charts and get to see the possible buy zones and what sell zones. Your broker platform as well can also offer you such form of service, right? You can be able to journal your trades and participate in that. Now, what are the common mistakes a lot of beginners make? Number one, they trade without a plan. You have a plan that the market is going to get to this level. Why are you not patient? You have a plan you're going to sell at this level. Why not sell? And not just having the mentality in your mind that, oh, this market will go beyond this point. No, try as much as possible to follow your plan. They have this tendency of risking too much in a particular trade. No, you should be able to tell yourself, this is what I am willing to lose. They have the tendency of entering trades late out of fear of missing out, right? The market has left you. First of all, the market got to your zone, you're scared. Now the market is going, leaving you, and you jump in. And the market can retrace, and that can make them sell off in loss. And the market will now start going up, and they may not even be able to participate in that trade effectively. They also have the tendency of taking profit too early but letting their losses run, and that is something terrible. Your trade is in profit, you rush and take profit. Your trade is in loss, you hold it so dearly thinking the market will what? Reverse. That's not the way to trade. They are always changing strategies every week without testing them properly. They always feel that there are new strategies out there that can help them make money. But no, all strategies are good. You just need to master that strategy. Bruce Lee said something very remarkable. He said he is very scared of somebody who have mastered how to use a particular leg to kick effectively, compared to somebody who is practicing so many skills on how to use their hand to kick, how to use their leg to kick, and all that. So you need to understand that how you can be able to start is very simple. Learn one simple strategy on how to trade and stick to it. Trading stock. Start small. Your goal is to protect your capital, then grow it. Keep records of every trade you trade to see the patterns of how it goes, whether they are wins or losses. Consistent, you can increase your account size or risk per trade to hit your 100K per week. Now, you don't have to say, I want to make 100K per week. If your account size is not comfortable enough to accept that kind of leverage of having good amount of risk that can give you that risk to reward ratio, you want to start small. Why not have a target plan of making 5K? Have a target plan of making 20K from, just like that. Before, as you know, you can be able to grow. Now, making 100K a week from stock trading is not a magic. It's math and what discipline. In 2025, beginners are succeeding because they treat trading like a skill, not a gamble. If you start with a plan, manage your risks, and stay consistent, you can work your way towards this goal as well. So if you find this video very helpful, please try as much as possible to click on the subscribe button, like the video so other people can be privileged to get to see this. Subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss out when we post the next video around that. And this is actually interesting. If you got value, also leave a comment in the comment section whether you have a question or contribution, and hopefully well that we're here to help you win.